What up? This is Robert Ory.
Or three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
Happy Valentine's Day. It is the Big Shot Bob podcast. We do our shoot-around on Fridays. Extra topics, stuff we didn't get to on the Tuesday show. If you ever have one for us, we're at Big Shot Bob Pod. Twitter and X and Instagram and the Facebook and all that stuff. And we do have a few things to get to today, including we will talk a little bit about Valentine's Day in a minute. But I wanted to pick your guys' brains because we didn't talk about this on Tuesday. We probably should have. Joel Embiid, story broke this week. Joel Embiid thinks he may need another knee surgery now. If he does undergo this surgery, he's going to miss even more time. He's got 2 guaranteed years left on this deal. He's going to make $59 million. He's got $64 million, and then he's got a player option for $69 million. If he continues down this road where he ain't playing half the games, what the hell does Philly do with him? Do they just have to eat these next few years of his contract, or do they try to do something, anything with him?
Man,
what can you do?
That's a tough one right there. You invested all this money in this guy, and his body keeps breaking down. I think he did himself a disservice by even playing in the Olympics. And then you come back, you can't play. When you have injuries, rest is the best thing for you. Why are you gonna go play in the Olympics? I know it's a golden opportunity for you, but you shouldn't. The Olympic Committee shouldn't even let him play. They should have done like did Kawhi. Kicked him off the team. And for me, if I am the Sixers right now. And I'm like, yo, Embiid, I'm going to do the research, find the best knee specialist in the world. We're not using your guy. We're using my guy. We're going to sit down together and do this, and we're going to shut you down for the rest of the season because I'm going to give you one more shot next season to be healthy. If you're not, got to wash my hands of you, man. Just chalk it up to, that's being one of those times where your player just wasn't able to stay healthy.
Who eats that contract then?
The Sixers gotta eat it.
They have no choice, right? Because even if you move him and the money works and the player for player works and all that stuff, I still don't see a team being okay with just eating that kind of money and him not playing.
Yeah.
That's a really tough situation for the Sixers. I don't know what the hell he's doing, man. Like he's got to make a decision on this knee one way or another and just ride it and hopefully stay healthy. Question from Andy. Rob. Are you guys all sleeping on the Trailblazers? Yes, they lost to the Timberwolves this past weekend, but they've had a nice run. They won 10 of their previous 11 games. Why no love for Portland? This was from Andy. And I immediately put a note on here. For what it's worth, they're 23-30. They're number 13 seed in the West. Granted, this is only like 3 games, but they got a long way to go. Portland, a long way to go.
Yeah. You know what? Portland is a good young team. They stand healthy. One of my really good friends, Chris Gerano, is a PT over there. He talks about how cohesive that team is, how much they love one another.
And that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of good things about the way that they play off each other and then with the way they get along.
And they're still young. They still inexperienced. They still not talented enough. They got some talent to win some games, but they have enough talent to play with the big dogs. So don't get me wrong. They're still young. They got some time. So in about 4 or 5 years, they'll be where the Rockets are right now. Even though the Rockets lost 8 or 6 games in a row for a minute, but it just takes time to develop when you're young.
Yeah, Rockets are still, I think, they're 5 or 6 seed or something. They're right
5
there.
seed.
Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's who they remind me of is that position.
Right. Which a couple years ago we were going, what the hell are the Rockets going to be? And now you're getting to sort of see where the Rockets are.
Correct.
Well, yeah, and that's just it too. I couldn't. God, as outside of DeAndre Ayton, I don't think I could name a player on Portland's roster. Scoop. Oh yeah, it was Scoop. Yeah, I forgot about Scoop. But just the way that they seem to be gelling. I hope that they have a bright future, man, because I feel like after losing Dame and everything they went through, there are long-suffering Trailblazers fans that are like, please God, get us back on track.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Still got a long road though. I want to ask you about Austin Reeves real quick. He dropped a career-high 45 the other night against the Pacers. And yet, I've heard you say multiple times on this show, you got to get the ball out of his hands. Now, was this a case of, okay, so you had limited LeBron. Obviously, you don't have AD. Luke wasn't there yet. So AR got an opportunity to be AR. He got to move the ball up, shoot. I mean, he was kind of wide open. And yet he goes out and he has that kind of a night, and you go, well, damn. So either is it he's not getting the repetition and he's not getting enough shots to have that kind of a game, or it just there was nobody else on the court, so therefore he got more time. Like what? No, I don't understand the conundrum here.
It was a little bit of all of that came into play, because that game, people don't realize, Rui was hot that game. He had like 20 points in the first half, along with AR at 20 points. Everything was rolling for them just right. But if you look at what happened down the stretch, what's caused them to catch up is because AR had it in his hands way too much. He still thought he was hot. And that's the whole thing. You can have games like that where you say, oh, this is the guy. He didn't get people involved. He held the ball alive. He started getting his shot, and the Pacers came roaring back in that game. And so, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on AR.
No. But that's why I want to understand the conundrum of he can have a night like that, yet we need to get the ball in his hand.
But to me, to be successful, I know you say, people say, oh, you play with Kobe, you play with Shaq, you play with God. Yeah, but those guys got their buckets, but they also put us in position to score. Everybody had 10. They had 10 here, they had 5 here. You can't have. You have 45 and one guy have 20. Everybody has like 3, 4, 5, 6. But you're going to have games like that because the Pacers, they play off in that first half. I think they only have 12 points, and the Lakers had like a 40-point first quarter or something like that. So, but in the second half, the Pacers outplayed the Lakers because AR kept doing it. And you can't do that against the good teams, because even with the Pacers, they came back and cut that to they only lost by 7 when it was up by 20. And so it's a conundrum, like you said. You just got to watch the totality of a game and understand when certain situations, and they don't always apply to every situation.
But I will say in that game, he had 45.
I think he said 45.
7 and 7. So one thing and seeing AR play, I can understand why the Lakers don't want to include him in any trade package because of his talent and his ability. I saw, many times in that game where just his ability to take over. And I know that you're not going to see a lot of that when you have LeBron and obviously now when you have Luka on the floor. But when you have those two guys out the way that they were, and to see a guy like AR be able to, somewhat run the offense, be able to get his shot as well, because we would be sitting here complaining if none of them dudes could get their own shot. Damn, nobody can score the basketball without LeBron and even Luka on the floor. Or AD, we ain't got him no more. Can't nobody score the ball. And I think AR took it upon himself to say, you know what? Let me be aggressive. And let me get the guys involved as well, but also let me be aggressive. And you saw him be very aggressive in that game to the point where, he has a career night. And I salute him for that, because I think he put a lot of people on notice of why the Lakers covet him so much, because they know that he also has that ability, his ability to take the ball to the basket, his ability to shoot the ball and things of that nature. So, why won't they include AR?
Right. And then, but that's always the conundrum, right? How do we make the pieces fit?
Yeah. You got to make the pieces fit.
We believe in him. I've never really had much a lot of doubt. No, Austin Reeves in it. He's fun to watch. I think
he's
plays
a hell of a player. Yeah.
Hell of a player. Mm-hmm. But now you go, okay, well, now I've got LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic. How do I make all these pieces work now? Because now it's all these guys that all of a sudden you can excel when the ball's in your hands. And yeah, if you're having a night, great. But even if you think you're having a night and you got Luka and LeBron on the floor with you, that ball ain't gonna find you that much, bud.
Yeah. But the one thing that separates Luka from a lot of these guys, like when you see AR drive, he's going to shoot it 9 times out of 10 when he gets in the paint. Luka will find your ass somewhere. He will find you because he can get there, and I don't know how he can levitate in the air like that. His non-jumping ass, and he'll find you. And so he can get it. Like you see some moment where you say, "Oh, how the hell did he find him?" And the pass is like a snap and on the fucking money. As a player, you want to catch it where he throws it, so you can get your shot off. So, but that's the difference in Luka and AR.
Okay. Yeah, I also think you talk about how is it going to work with those two on the floor. I think you really want to see how much more it works with Luka, because obviously with LeBron, if he wants Luka to really be comfortable, I want to see how AR works with Luka, because they're going to be the ones that pretty much are going to be playing together longer from this point forward, into the future.
Probably.
So
Yeah.
it to have and one thing I know about Luka, even though he takes threes that I don't understand why he takes them, you got to.
Aren't we all like that?
Because that's half
Right.
the league, man.
Nah, but we've talked about how sometimes Luka
Yeah.
takes bad shots.
Yeah.
And I think what you have to surround him with, not only with a big man who can roll to the basket, but you got to put some shooters around him. And I think a guy like AR can, in his ability to knock down shots, depending on how long Dalton Connect is there, they don't put him in another trade, his ability to knock down shots. The Lakers are shooting well overall lately. That's one of the reasons they're on this streak.
Because Gabe Vincent finally showed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
His injured ass. He's been injured for almost damn 2 years.
His injured ass.
So finally, the Lakers are getting their money's worth.
All right. Let's see if they can build that rhythm.
Yeah.
Rob, question from James. After seeing the story about the Wizards wanting to move Bradley Beal back for nostalgic purposes, it got me to thinking. Would you rather be the standout star on a team that isn't necessarily that good, or be relegated to the bench or a third or fourth option on a team that technically should be good?
I'll be selfish. I want to get my buckets. Because now it's a difference if you go into a team that's going to win. If you go into a team that's not winning, just trying to make the playoffs, you feel like you're wasting away. You want to feel like you being used. You want to feel like you still got it. To me, I'm going to a team and hope that I play good enough and people like me well enough that in the future some people want to come play on the same team with me.
So you're like if you're Bradley Beal, the idea of going back to Washington and being the man again appeals to you more so than being in a situation where he is right now.
In this current situation right now as is, I'm out because it's
okay.
Because I'm not winning in Phoenix.
No,
so I might well go back and where I can go back where I'm familiar, people familiar with me, and I'm playing, having fun. Even though we losing, I'm losing in other places too, and I'm coming off the bench, averaging 12 points.
Yeah.
Sometimes
here I can lose. Putting up a 30 bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making an all-star team and get those incentives kick in.
Yeah, something, right? Shot bonuses, something.
Yeah.
Next question's from Andrew. And then we're going to get to some Valentine's Day stuff. Ben Simmons is set to continue his career in Los Angeles. He has signed with the Clippers after finalizing a buyout with the Nets. I only bring this up because he's 28 years old. He's only averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds, and about 7 assists. Is Brooklyn is better immediately without him? Andrew wants to know, is there a player whose team would be immediately better without them on the roster? That's kind of a tough question.
That's a tough question. That's one of those ones you have to analyze every team around the league.
Can I ask you? Let me put it in this phrase then for you.
Yeah,
Are the Heat better without Jimmy Butler?
No.
Okay.
They're still good. It's better for guys like Tyler Hero, but they're no. There's a toughness. I like Bam is tough, but you better with Jimmy. Like you can go down the league and there's not a top tier player when you take them off the team that they're gonna be better.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that one maybe.
I mean, it's the only point I could think of that sticks out where I'm like, oh, he's a liability all the time. Yet he makes.
Yeah, I think even with Rudy, he does bring some type of stability as far as being in the damn way in the paint when the other team dries. So yeah, but he is probably the closest one out of everybody.
The only one I can think of.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Valentine's Day is today. I don't know if you're doing anything special for Valentine's Day. We've sort of washed that tradition now. We're sort of done with it. But this was cool. My daughter gets a candygram at school on Valentine's Day, so I get to pick 3 full-size candy bars off of the menu of all the candy that's available. So if you got to pick, and this counts by the way, like M&Ms and Skittles and Sour Patch Kids and stuff. So you get to pick. What are your 3?
Reese's Cups, number 1.
High tier for me. High tier.
And then Snickers.
Okay.
And then this is going to shock you.
Uh-oh.
Good old Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Yes, good old Baby Ruth.
You're right. I did not see that coming.
Uh-huh.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
All right, Harp. You get 3.
M&M's.
Old school original M&Ms.
Twix.
Twix are good.
And let me go. I'm a big Starburst guy.
Oh God, no! You lost me. You lost me on Starburst. Rob didn't seem to agree with Twix, though. You don't like the Twix?
I ain't like none of them.
You don't like the Twix?
I'm not a big Reese's Cup person.
Oh, blasphemy! Oh, that's
so now it's blasphemy.
That's
it's
blasphemy!
now.
Damn it!
Hey, let me just say this. Give me a Blizzard with some Reese's Cups in it.
Oh, dude, forget it. Forget it.
No,
You and I continue to be the same person. Yeah.
I only do a Blizzard if it's like an Oreo Blizzard or it has M&Ms in it.
Okay, dude, I'm not going to fight you on either of those. They're both.
You know what? It's funny. I don't like the M&Ms when they start like bleeding, and it's like I don't. It tastes nasty. It gets up a.
No, it don't either.
I don't like it. I got
Rob
that
doesn't like an M&M bleed.
Yeah,
It's chocolate. What are you talking about?
No, you know
the
how
candy shell.
The candy shell.
Like if you put it in the ice cream and all of a sudden the red starts to bleed off it.
It gives this different taste to me. It doesn't taste good to me. I don't know why. Don't get me wrong. I love some M&Ms, especially those the peanut M&Ms. But
yeah.
Okay.
I guess Rob is afraid of little food coloring from the M&Ms.
Hey,
look, it's M&M
from what I
bleed.
hear now, you should be too.
Yeah, I heard about the red dye. Yes, I know.
No, you don't want that shit. No. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. No. I'm with. Give me an old school Reese's cup, 100%. I will take a Kit Kat, by the way.
Oh, I like Kit Kats too.
I will take a Kit Kat.
I like them.
And then I will take because I am boring. I will take a plain ass Hershey chocolate bar. I just like
It's not bad.
No, I do.
That's not bad.
I don't need like nougat and all this other shit, caramel. No, I'm good, man. Just give me an old school Hershey chocolate bar. And
That's not bad.
I just knew this mug was gonna say a peppermint patty.
Wow. Jesus Christ. How white do you think I am? Good Lord.
Not even just white. How old you think you are?
Apparently I'm a 78-year-old white man.
Was that one on the ski slope? I get a peppermint.
Oh, the peppermint patty commercial? Now you're going way back.
Yeah.
Now you're going way back, man. Come on now. Come on. I'm a Werther's Originals commercial, according per Rob.
It's got candy all in your pocket.
I'm that guy now. I got hard candy in my pocket at all times.